So, overexcitability is one of the impediments in a hostile environment in which any kind of excitement, and you've got people running around saying that, especially if you're, 10 foot tall and as wide as an ox, um, that, or, have escaped every attempt at death, attempt at you. For various means and stuff like that. Getting excited tends to scare people pretty bad. It is very difficult to manage. The more perceptive you become, the more opportunities you have to get overexcited. The things, they say that what you don't know won't hurt you. That's actually not true, but what you don't know won't agitate you. Getting to know, while getting more detail on the situation can help you understand it better and stay calmer in the long run. Getting that kind of a picture of it sometimes is going to make you more agitated in the short run. So that's really, when we look at the story of Milarepa and the situation that he was in and how dark his situation became, there's a lot of parallels in my life too. My first regular wage job was working for some people that had gotten their startup capital by looting my great aunt's home. And they were very, very, very overt about they were my betters. And that is really very difficult to deal with. Of course, they don't want that story being told. And you talk about the haves and the have-nots and the haves in the moment and all of that sort of thing, and the hands of luck and all of that sort of thing. So, holding on to it, of course, is a skill. But people have, my aunt was towards the end of her life and didn't really have a solid heir. These people, they have, at a different phase in their life, and so they were willing to do things that, whatever it took, and they're getting their reward in this world. So, dealing with anger is one of the ways that we, I've posted up various things. I'm posting up some pretty dark stuff. I should look. I'm having this 2-step thing, and my phone's crashing and everything like that. So I'm a little bit struggling here with trying to get the right stuff for the Tenzin Wangyal, who's a much mellower, nicer people. Your typical Bompo could be very nice. My guru could be both a very nice, gentle person and a demon from hell. And one of the things he says about me is that, all of our children are like little demons running around here, but my wife, my student, is still a demon as an old lady. And so, and yet I still try to be a nice person when we can be, and try to work on people's excitability. I'm not in a situation in which I'm looking to be an opportunist for all these things. Some people, everybody's got their nails stabilized at different places. And we always follow the path in my family tradition that we, in showing compassion, it is that we don't give people solid, hard nails unless they really do something really nasty. We let ourselves get somewhat harmed. We are late to put on our armor before we give somebody nails that could be permanent, at which point we might just forget that they exist. Let them go that way. We've done our service to the world. Somebody out there did this to this person. We didn't do it to them. Turned them into something bad. We got harmed by it. Now we've improved on them somehow. But we have to limit the chaos in our own lives. And so there's lots of different techniques for this. There are things that I can't share because they're family oriented that I could, work with my son, but I couldn't work with other people. But I can give people generalized pointers and give them ideas on the path. But And just understand that, a lot of this is going to be shoving you so that you get mad, so that you find it in yourself. If you look at my back films and stuff like that, the ones where I'm running around like a crazy pickaninny, wondering about what are these pimps doing, I am not in any way, shape, or form a racist person. In fact, I don't know what game people are playing at any given moment. But I have learned that if people are putting on a front, that you coordinate with their front. Because in order to work and stuff like that, you've got to live up to expectations. And I don't know how far that goes in reality. And I don't know what people's business and what people's mess is. But I knew that day, that was driving me bat poop.